afternoon, colleagues. Uh, this is quite like a thought-provoking presentation, and especially for Mama here. You know, her passion is also working with children, so I hope I won't make her cry by what is happening in our country. And it's also related to some kind of policies and the rest, which I think she may be interested in. So, um, okay. So this picture is not quite clear, but I think some of you can see it a little. Is a child, a little child. This is a mining site in one of these northeastern states or northwestern states in Nigeria. So what do you think when you see this kind of picture? What do we see? Child labor. It shows level of even development in the country. It shows poverty and a lot of like low human development index in Nigeria. So my name is Ifeyinwa Wankwo. I'm a geologist, an environmental geologist to be precise, and I work for children of Nigeria. And my presentation will be on child labor in Nigeria's mining communities, and the price will definitely all pay. So child labor in mining is not just a family problem. It shows the level of development in the country. It shows that there is a child right problem in Nigeria. So why this topic is quite provoking is because we all see that Nigeria has a lot of mineral resources, right? Especially in the northeast and northwestern parts of Nigeria. I'm sure some of you are also from those communities where mining take place, large-scale mining take place in Nigeria. And we, actually in Nigeria, the government of Nigeria, even the private sector, extract billions of US dollars from these communities in mining. These shiny minerals we see, these industrial minerals we see, are being mined for billions of US dollars are exported out of Nigeria. But behind those huge amount of money is child labor. Children are being used in those mining communities, to mine. Children are being used for the extraction. They go into those mines, which are very dangerous. They miss schools because of mining, and also they pay them even peanuts, which cannot even sustain them. So I'll be going to the next point, which is the price we will definitely all pay. Number one is that mining work is not ordinary helping, it is hazardous, and it is it's a child labor which is not even allowed in the country, but also international organizations and some of these organizations in Nigeria speak against child labor in Nigeria. So according to the International Labour Organization, in their 2023 report, they said child labor in Nigerian artisanal mining and small scale, give an example of gold mining, is driven by poverty, informality, and weak protection. Children are being exposed to mining tasks, and they miss, their health are not even being taken account of. They miss school and other protection they are supposed to get. The second point is that there is a big gap between law and reality in Nigeria. According to the United States Department of Labor, Nigeria, although has made a moderate advancement in this case means that we have at least addressed little issues on child labor in Nigeria, especially in mining, but there is still gap in terms of informal work. Armed group recruitment is getting high in the country. Most of these children are being recruited into armed groups in the northern part of Nigeria. So the third point is that the mine can become a gateway to a wider exploitation, especially like poverty plus weak school support. We face informal mineral chains. Like most of these minerals, actually, when in mining, the minerals mined are supposed to be tracked in a formal way. They are supposed to be tracked, but most of them get missing because of the informal way that the sector is. Then exploitation escalates. Tracking or armed group use become easier to miss, because The United States Department of Labor and even the International Labor Organization and International Trade Organization, there are some goods that are prohibited if they use child labor, and they usually track it. In Nigeria also, you see that there are some goods that cannot be exported because of the use of child labor. We are saying that some of our goods, they don't accept internationally. Mostly is because they use child labor, especially in this mining. So let me just, this is just the evidence or snapshot of the problem with that is measurable. According to National Bureau of Statistics, about 39% of children aged 5 to 17 are involved in child labor in Nigeria. So in summary, Nigerian minerals future should not be built on childhood that were never allowed to grow. The child labor in mining is a child right issue. It is sustained by the system. That's why it's happening. And the protection must be visible. So I would recommend that there should be an enforcement, then monitoring, then education of the children, then support to families, the poor families, and also a clean supply chain. Thank you very much for listening.